in a family of elite combat athletes and top-tier performers, the final boss has always stood out, even when he was just a blue chipper. But there wouldn't be a final boss, there wouldn't even be a bloodline if it wasn't for The Rock's grandfather, the High Chief Peter Maivia. You can think of him as the first boss, predecessor to the tribal chief.
He is one of, if not the foundation for our family, the Anoa'i Fatu Maivia wrestling dynasty. I don't think there's anybody more responsible for what's going on now than the High Chief himself.
Peter Maivia isn't simply one of the two principals behind the sacred blood bond. He's also an incredibly decorated professional wrestler who traveled the world and won titles everywhere he went. New Zealand, Japan, Europe, and here in the United States, where he enjoyed especially successful runs in Hawaii and California. Maivia would eventually find his way to WWE, engaging in legendary battles with the likes of superstar Billy Graham. His larger-than-life personality would win the WWE Universe over in short order, as it had throughout his entire career. In the ring, High Chief Peter Maivia was a potent blend of brawn and grappling technique, often muscling his opponents down to the mat through a variety of joint locks and then switching to more painful holds once grounded. His sleeper hold and stump puller were both feared and renowned, and make no mistake about it, Maivia knew there was always more than one path to the ultimate victory. Out of the ring, High Chief Peter Maivia also ran one of the most successful wrestling promotions on the planet, Polynesian Pro Wrestling, based out of Hawaii, showing his mastery of the business in every aspect. His induction into WWE's Hall of Fame class of 2008 was supremely deserved, forever enshrining Peter Maivia as the legend he always was. And now, we present to you the opportunity to walk in the boots of the legendary High Chief Peter Maivia, facing off against one of the most legendary WWE rivals, George the Animal Steele. You will settle this score once and forever, and showcase the overwhelming strength of Peter Maivia, which has ever since remained as a hallmark for every single solitary member of this bloodline. Steele is no easy battle, though. He thrives in the chaos, one of pro wrestling's true madmen. He'll even try to eat part of the ring if he thinks it'll help him break you down. So do your best and honor High Chief Peter Maivia properly with a resounding victory.
Steel cage match underway. Peter Maivia versus George the Animal Steele. Most of the matches between Peter Maivia and George Steele have ended inconclusively, but this time we'll have a winner.
These are two very different men, Cole. The High Chief is a man of great pride and respect for the ring, while Steele is, well, he's an animal.
He goes for the quick pin attempt. And a kick out.
Trying to catch him off guard with that attempt.
Oh, attacked in the midsection. Peter Maivia very tough, but he also has movie star good looks. Quite the combo.
And it served him well, Michael. In fact, the High Chief has some major acting and stunt work credit to his name. And who knows? Maybe we'll see the Maivia name on Hollywood billboards again sometime.
Well, before any of that happens, the High Chief needs to, from the top, saw it was coming. Awesome power slam. A clash of counters, and these superstars did their homework.
Stomping. Ouch.
stoop that low. There was no issue with that attack. Hey, sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures. Who are we to judge?
And he's signaling for the door.
Go for the easy win. Why not?
When a man like Peter Maivia signs up for a match with the Animal, he doesn't know what to expect, just to expect anything in the world.
Peter Maivia knows full well that he's in for some unusual treatment tonight. In fact, Steele often has trouble finding opponents due to his erratic nature.
But when it comes to competition, the High Chief wants to prove he's worthy of that name. Peter Maivia will take on any competitor, no matter the difficulty.
Two very opposing styles in every sense of the word, Corey. High Chief Maivia is a much more physically gifted and talented athlete in the ring than Steele. What's it going to take for the Animal to get the upper hand here?
Well, he's got to be even more chaotic than ever inside this cage. Nothing about Steele makes sense to someone as traditional as Maivia. There's never any telling what the Animal's going to do in a match, and he needs to keep it that way.
Some folks call Peter Maivia the Flying Hawaiian, and the reasons are obvious for that moniker. But guys, how has he earned the other nickname of the High Chief?
Well, Cole, Peter Maivia is very close to the Anoa'i family. In fact, Peter's considered a blood brother to the patriarch of that clan.
When you add on the fact that Maivia was born and raised in Samoa, you can see the great pride he has for that land and its people in the tribal ink that covers his body.
Peter Maivia turns that around.
Running FTO plants him.
Nicely done.
Maivia overwhelming his opponent here.
And you can see Steele is struggling to weather the storm of the High Chief.
Ooh. The High Chief Peter Maivia really making a name for himself at WWE, but he's had plenty of experience on the way up.
Plenty of championships on the West Coast, but he's made the biggest splash in Hawaii, where he earned multiple tag team titles.
Oh yeah, Maivia is a huge celebrity on the islands. In fact, I've heard some consider him the personification of Maui.
Oh, God!
Maivia just dominated the Animal with that one.
He's just stacking up these attacks.
Yeah, Maivia has really figured the Animal out here.
Turns that in his favor.
Down to opponent and a double axe handle smash.
George the Animal Steele might be a bit of an underdog here. In fact, he lost the match by countout to the High Chief.
In Steele's defense, I'm not sure he knows how to count exactly, or how to read a rule book. So he's got to be happy to be in this cage.
Well, Maivia is called the High Chief in part because of his commanding presence in the ring. He's more than ready for what the Animal will throw at him, even inside a cage.
Ooh. The top of the cage is so close, yet so far.
Taking in the view now from the top of the cage, and he's straddling the top of the cage, just feet away from making it to the outside.
This is what he's been training for. This moment right here. The superstar dragging them back down to continue this fight.
And Steele fending him off. Gentlemen, we touched on the differences between Maivia and Steele as competitors. One man based on order, the other on chaos, but it's reflected in their looks, too.
Indeed, Michael. Just look at the sculpted physique of the High Chief. And the tribal tattoos on his body are extremely intricate and definitely eye-catching.
And Steele is, well, he's an ugly creature. Enough hair on his upper torso to classify as fur. Folds in his bald head. He's like a modern-day Neanderthal.
Big fat body drop.
George is tied up here.
What a backbreaker. And George is laid out.
George Animal Steel is not a wrestler. Hold on a second. Could be a matter of time. Submission being locked in.
The arm's trapped. Able to punch his way out. Going right after the arm and taking down their opponent effectively.
And George Steele has the High Chief in dire straits after that move.
What to do.
Maivia has Steele in his sights, looking to put the animal down once and for all.
Back elbow completely cuts them off.
Counter. Saw it coming.
To the stomach, puts an end to that.
Oof. But here comes the fire. Ruthless chop block. This has been a true brawl, and you can see Maivia and
Yeah, खाएंगे थोड़ा देर ही में खाएंगे.
Steele are pushing each other to the limit.
He's about to do it. He's about to do it again.
Backbreaker, flawlessly executed.
Is it enough? Is it enough for Peter Maivia?
Kick out at two.
You gotta be kidding me.
Surviving that maneuver is absolutely amazing.
And the heaviest hitter in the arsenal was not enough.
Took him out with the knee.
And now going to start the climb up the cage.
Have to dig deep if you want to reach the top of the cage.
And he has started to ascend a long way down from there, but it looks like he has a plan. Cover!
This could be all over.
And an effective pin.
I'm just as shocked as everyone else, Cole, his opponent included. Well, I guess all rules are out the window now.
That unraveled on George. Wicked chop block.
Eludes the attack.
Moving up the side of the cage.
Oh, no. Oh!
Gradually getting closer and closer to the top.
Powerbomb. Maivia looking at it all here. And the High Chief defeats the Animal. Here is your winner,
Anytime these two have faced off, it's been eye for an eye. But the steel cage has finally delivered a decisive victory for the High Chief, Peter Maivia.
George Steele is one tough animal, but the way Maivia faced him in the cage tonight just reinforced what everyone already knew, that the High Chief is one tough Samoan.
She's not like most girls. She's also not like most WWE superstars. Nia Jax, the reigning queen of the ring, is a reckoning, a force of nature that blitzes right through her competition. A cousin of The Rock, Nia Jax arrived in NXT almost 10 years ago with astronomical expectations. Undaunted, Nia Jax would dominate early opponents, finding herself competing for the NXT Women's Championship mere months after her debut. It did not take long for those running Raw and SmackDown to take notice.
Well, our next pick, Nia Jax.
And Nia Jax would join the Raw roster as part of the 2016 Draft Lottery. And since joining the main roster, absolutely no one has been safe from Nia Jax. She is a two-time women's champion. She is a two-time women's tag team champion. She competed in the men's Royal Rumble match in 2019, even getting an elimination while in the ring.
Nia Jax looking to eliminate. She does.
She's battled standouts like Charlotte, Bayley, and Becky Lynch. And all the while, she has left undeniable destruction in her wake. In the ring, she applies many of the same tactics that once benefited Yokozuna, even using her own version of the Bonsai Drop, known as the Annihilator. And just like its namesake, if it connects, your night is over. And Nia Jax remains driven for even more success, jumping at any opportunity to prove her dominance. This last year, that included entering into the 2024 Queen of the Ring tournament after earning victories over Naomi, Jade Cargill, and Bianca Belair. Nia Jax would fight her way into the finals, taking on former NXT Women's Champion Lyra Valkyria. Valkyria built a lot of momentum, defeating Dakota Kai, Zoe Stark, and Io Sky to punch her ticket into the final at the Queen and King of the Ring. With an obvious game plan, Lyra would look to stick and move, avoiding the colossal attacks of her opponent. Unfortunately, as often happens when competing against Nia Jax, Lyra made one miscalculation, and that error in judgment provided Nia Jax with the opening she needed to annihilate her competition. This is your opportunity to crown the first queen in Bloodline history. Make Lyra suffer. Make her regret ever entering your ring. Showcase the otherworldly power that forces an entire roster to cower in your presence. Because when you're an irresistible force like Nia Jax, resistance is futile.
And it's all come down to this. And Nia now misses wildly. Lyra goes up over the top. Nia's got a caught, though.
Lyra trying to rely on her technique to bring down the irresistible force, but having no luck at the moment.
I'm not sure this is going to work either.
Jax just entirely too strong, but whoa!
That was interesting.
Oh, nice athleticism by Valkyria. Even Jax might be a little impressed.
I wouldn't go that far, Saxton. Here comes Nia, just imposing her will on Lyra Valkyria.
Again, Lyra showing how resourceful she is, applying the sleeper to Nia Jax. Lyra tried to hold on.
And now Nia Jax in control, and she's going to look to put Lyra away. Nobody home! Set outside the ring, and Valkyria's got a chance.
Huge window of opportunity. Right now for Lyra Valkyria to strike. Lyra may actually pull this off. Lyra may become queen. Lyra has the advantage. She has Nia reeling.
But Lyra can't win Queen of the Ring with Jax on the outside. This match has to end in the ring. Ouch.
Each woman here has had a tough road to become a Queen of the Ring finalist. scoreless. Every matchup in this bracket has been a toss-up.
Valkyria knocked off former women's champion Io Sky earlier this week, but Nia's had an even tougher challenge. Two great former champions in the form of Naomi and Bianca Belair.
Even more impressive than that, she handed Jade Cargill her first WWE loss.
Granted, Corey, that was a disqualification victory for Jax. I'd say there's still some unfinished business between Nia and Jade.
Shot to the gut will break things up. Reaching the end of the official's count. Come on, let's not end things like this.
And slides back into the ring.
Caught. Leg scissors, monkey flip.
Anything can happen in WWE. It used to be a tagline, but it's the truth, and Lyra Valkyria is living it.
Over the last 12 months, Lyra has already knocked off the likes of Becky Lynch and Io Sky, but she's never faced anyone the size of Jax. This is a first for her career. Corey, what do you think is going to be the key in this match for Nia Jax? She certainly made plenty of promises when it comes to being queen of the ring.
What Nia brings to the dance, Cole, is raw power, the likes of which you rarely see from most men, let alone women. Her haymaker after haymaker. Back and forth, neither one giving up any ground. Feels like a hockey fight's just broken up. Both absolutely drained, but both refusing to give up.
A little power, the sheer guts of these two.
Toe-to-toe, treating each other like heavyweights.
Exhaustion set in, and not for long.
Looks like we got ourselves a hockey fight. Ending this test of world with a big exclamation point.
Lyra says she feels alive every time she fires, and that's what Nia has to avoid tonight, keeping Lyra grounded.
The woman thinks she's a bird, Cole. What do you expect?
It's symbolism, Graves. Oh, that opens the door for Valkyria.
Driven down in a fisherman buster.
Lyra just hit Nia with a big move, but can she capitalize?
Sent out of the ring the hard way.
Lift off. Good Lord. Taking flight. The 1-2 punch of high risk, high reward.
Lyra Valkyria, one of the most technical wrestlers in NXT Women's Division history.
But the game is about so much more than technique. It's about experience and timing, knowing when to tap into certain parts of your psyche. Nia knows this, and we've seen it for years.
The big question is, does Lyra?
And she's coming back to the ring now. I can't believe Jax is looking to go airborne.
Watching her prey rise. We know what she's looking for here.
Oh, come on. This is just ridiculous now. Pay it
On the top. All the way to the outside. You got to be a certain kind of crazy to even think about attempting that kind of offense. But I can't say it didn't pay off.
She's making the climb to the top rope. From the top. Oh, no, went big and turns for it.
Crashed and burned on the outside.
The worst case scenario when you go high risk. Trampling the opposition.
We might want to get mobile, boys.
Let's hope the visit to our desk is only temporary.
Nia with the fireman's carry. And a front slam.
She throws her back in. Didn't go to plan for Jax. Just about
Shut the door. This could be over.
Gosh, she did
it's all come down to this, the finals of the 2024 Queen of the Ring tournament. Jax Valkyria, who will walk out of Saudi Arabia with a crown and a ticket to a world title match at SummerSlam.
Lyra Valkyria is about to go toe-to-toe with a real-life, fire-breathing dragon in the form of Nia Jax. Nia is in the best physical condition of her career and as highly motivated as I have ever seen. This night will make someone. Will it be Lyra or will it be Nia? We'll find out in a matter of moments.
Oof. Ooh, she puts the brakes on that. Moving into the ring. Wow.
Poorly timed offense there.
Oh! Valkyria retaliates.
And she wisely heads back to the ring. Hurricanrana. Gripping the jaw. Goodness, that's insulting. I think rage took over in that moment. Nothing but blind rage.
Down to the pin, and she gets the shoulders up.
She probably didn't expect it to put her away there, but she's put her on notice.
Corey, what do you think is going to be the key in this match for Nia Jax? She certainly made plenty of promises when it comes to being Queen of the Ring.
What Nia brings to the dance, Cole, is raw power, the likes of which you rarely see from most men, let alone women. Nia has absolutely no problem using that power, and the same goes for her throwing her weight around in the ring. Lyra Valkyria might just learn that the hard way tonight.
Sleeper slam! She wants to take this thing to the outside.
Nia Jax out of harm's way. Oh, no, they're coming this way.
Down.
Now look at this laser focus. She's looking to put this to bed. And Jax is turning to the crowd for assurance.
What a clothesline! Ouch! And Nia now misses wildly. Lyra goes up over the top. Nia's got a caught, though.
Lyra trying to rely on her technique to bring down the...
Lyra has the advantage. She has Nia reeling.
But Lyra can't win Queen of the Ring with Jax on the outside. This match has to end in the ring.
Lyra says she feels alive every time she flies, and that's what Nia has to avoid tonight.
Slugging it out, toe to toe now. Just teeing off with that. WWE Universe appreciating these athletes going on. Too far pulling their
You can feel the contact, and so does the WWE Universe. Cha-ching! Step up Enziguri.
Tilt-a-whirl.
Tilt-a-whirl arm drag.
Anything can happen in WWE. It used to be a tagline, but it's the truth, and Lyra Valkyria is living it.
Over the last 12 months, Lyra has already knocked off the likes of Becky Lynch and Io Sky, but she's never faced anyone the size of Jax. This is a first for her career. Headed back into the ring.
Stirring up, but she has no idea what's about to come her way.
Headed out of the ring, but the count is looming. Fireman's carry.
slam to follow.
Each woman here has had a tough road to become a Queen of the Ring finalist. Every matchup in this bracket toss-up.
Valkyria knocked off former women's champion Io Sky earlier this week, but Nia's had an even tougher challenge. Two great former champions in the form of Naomi and Bianca Belair.
Even more impressive than that, she handed Jade Cargill her first WWE loss.
Really, Corey, that was a disqualification victory for Jax. I'd say there's still some unfinished business between Nia and Jade.
Really wrenching it.
The barricade. Lyra Valkyria thinking big.
Lyra absolutely not backing down.
Gotta act fast to beat the count.
The seconds are flying.
Nobody home. What an impact. Lyra Valkyria, one of the most technical wrestlers in NXT Women's Division history.
But the game is about so much more than technique. It's about experience and timing. Knowing when to tap in, shoulders down. She might have her.
And only gets a 1 count.
These 1 counts are going to get harder and harder to kick out of. Lyra looking to finish Nia. Can she pull out the amazing upset?
Lyra Valkyria powering up her opponent.
And now Jax with the right way.
Jax looks absolutely out of it.
She's not done yet, but you have to believe that she's still in all sorts of trouble here.
And that result leaves everyone shocked. We will the shoulder come up if that move hits one more time.
Wait for it.
And she saw that coming from Jax. Taking things back into the ring. She's out of it, guys.
Kick right to the leg.
Oh, what a quick answer.
Slam.
She's tossed right out of the ring. She heads out of the ring.
Needs to mind the official count. Wait for it. Alabama slam.
And it appears that the crowd is now within reach for Jax.
Well, if you didn't see things going this way, you're a fool.
Many in the WWE Universe getting their first look at Lyra Valkyria. She's only had 3 main roster matches so far, and they were all in this tournament.
Big wins over Dakota Kai, Zoe Stark, and Io Sky over the last 3 weeks. That's an extremely impressive start for Lyra.
Wow. Undefeated for 3 weeks? When Nia Jax joined the main roster, she didn't lose a match for over 7 months. And Jax has stayed that dominant for years.
Doing some more damage right to her rib area.
Nia Jax has complete control here.
And the irresistible force is really keeping Valkyria grounded here.
Golly, Nia is just cornering Valkyria. Jax abusing Lyra, showing no mercy. I think it's a preview of what kind of queen Nia Jax will be.
The kind of queen that will happily send victims to the guillotine.
In just a matter of minutes, we'll have our second Queen of the Ring. The first, of course, being Zelina Vega.
But you gotta believe that Zelina will want a shot at whichever woman wins this. She beat the woman now known as Piper Niven that night, so you know Queen Zelina can strike down an enemy of any size.
She was ready with the counter.
She made us feel good in that offense.
That might have done it. This could be it.
Her iron will on display for the world to see.
Down with a leg drop.
And now headed to the outside. Slides under the ropes. Back into the ring. Catches the kick. Confidence is always a key for Nia Jax. She comes into every match thinking she hasn't won.
But when you have this business in your blood like Nia does, that confidence is genetic.
But ever since the Irresistible Force returned to WWE 8 months ago, her confidence has been on another level.
And she's gaining even more confidence as this match progresses. Jax may just be unstoppable now.
Nia Jax flushes that one off. Across the top rope. What a hot shot.
Desperation in the eyes of both Jax and Valkyria. Neither woman willing to back down. Both throwing everything they can at each other.
Adrenaline pumping. Here she goes. Top rope. From the top.
Oh, she missed! And she sets right into that corner.
A chain of reversals here. Every motion getting cut off. Narrowly escaping there.
Inverted backbreaker.
Ow. Valkyria gets countered.
Legs getting tangled in the corner, stuck in the tree of woe.
Somehow, someway, both Valkyria and Jax continuing this battle.
Yeah, both women pulling out everything in their arsenal just to try and put the other away.
There's so many moves at Nia's disposal that she can end this match with. For Lyra, not nearly as much.
Yeah, I can imagine it was easy for Valkyria to pick up Nia Jax and drop her with the Nightwing.
Please, let's call the move by its real name. It's a Samoan driver. You think Nia Jax doesn't have the Samoan driver scouted?
Forced to the outside. Not a good predicament to be in. She's choosing to leave the ring now.
Nia Jax is doing whatever she wants. Each Samoan drop driving all of the air out of Lyra Valkyria.
Whip back into the ring.
Valkyria crushed in the corner by Jax.
Squashing Lyra in the corner, and the beginning of the end may be near. And Nia now, with Lyra on her back, going to climb up to the second rope.
This is a scary situation for Lyra. Oh, look at this. Maybe not.
No way. There's no way.
Oh, my.
Oh, no. Good night, Annihilator. Here is your winner and the new Queen of the Ring, Nia Jax. What a victory to the brand new Queen of the Ring.
Nia said she would do it, and she backed up her claims.
And now the Chief Content Officer of WWE, Triple H, going to come in to congratulate Nia Jax, officially crown her the Queen of the Ring.
Absolute dominance by the new queen.
And this match will most likely turn personal very quickly. Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens facing off one-on-one tonight.
It's usually hard for a Kevin Owens match not to turn personal, Cole, but this one might be on a whole other level. A lot of unspoken conflict and resentment between these two.
At least there is on Kevin's end, Corey. I don't know that Cody feels that same conflict and resentment, but that doesn't matter to Kevin.
KO is entitled to his feelings, Saxton. You'd do well to realize that. And so would Cody, for that matter.
Arm wringer.
And countered with a knuckle sandwich.
Have you ever seen a human being tossed like that?
It wasn't the height or distance that caused the damage, but they certainly contributed.
Springboard drop kick.
And Corey, what do you think Kevin Owens has in mind here? What's his plan of attack for Cody?
Well, there's nothing KO loves more than a fight, Cole, and that's what he plans to do here. Owens will be looking to turn this whole thing into one big brawl, and Cody will most likely try to keep up. The key is for Owens to stop him every chance he gets. Stomp him out. Knock the wind out of him. I'm sure Owens will think of something.
A shoulder block drives him to the floor.
I don't know what you're thinking when you throw an opponent out of the ring like that.
Being stalked, being measured, and clueless to it all.
Oh, look out. What a landing.
From ring post to ringside, risking it all paid off.
Boom. And look at this now. Yes, applying the submission hold. Unleashed might and force.
Interest. Oh, man, that was a thing of beauty. Right into a snapmare.
Rhodes gets out of dodge.
Caught him with a big boot.
On the mark.
Cody clearly not the only one with something to